Gwendalyn Gibson on the Trek Factory racing team. We're here in Leogang, Austria for the third round of the World Series racing. We're going to check out what my race and training nutrition plan looks like. In training, I primarily use like the bars, the Anytime bars and the Duo bar. And sometimes I'll take a gel, maybe if I'm doing an interval workout, especially when I'm doing longer training, like a big endurance block maybe. I like to use the super carb because it just helps me keep up on my carbohydrate intake so I don't bonk. I can keep riding for 4 hours and get to the end of the ride and not be starving. I also use the super carb in my racing because it makes it easier for me to get all my carbs in racing. And like this evening for the short track, we don't race until 5:30, so it's hard to, like, I eat breakfast and lunch and then it's almost like you need another meal before you race at 5:30, so I'll just drink instead of like eating something that would be too heavy on my stomach before. I'll drink a full bottle of the super carb maybe like an hour before I start my warm-up for the race. For the XCO, normally before the race I'm eating like real food, but for hydration I will use the Hydro Tabs because it's not a ton of calories, but it keeps up your electrolyte level. So like if you're just drinking water, then like you're not getting, you know, like salts and other things that you need that you want to be topped off, especially if it's gonna be hot out like this weekend. Before the race, just after my warm-up, I'll take a caffeine gel. And then halfway through the race, I'll take another one to stay topped off, so I don't have like a caffeine crash or anything like that, along with the super carb in my bottles. And then after the race, both short track and the long course, I'll have the protein recovery drink afterwards, immediately after, just because sometimes it's hard to get a meal in too, and it's just an easy way to make sure you get the protein for recovery. And I think it's especially important after short track because you only have one day to recover before XCOs.